Hello students, welcome back to Science Online Classes. I am Jafar Basha, your science teacher. Dear students, in the previous class we studied about that introduction of the fundamental unit of life, that is cell. How the cell is discovered, who discovered, when discovered, how the parts of the cell is discovered, everything we studied in details in the previous class. In this class we had to be study about what is a cell and what are the different type of cells. So as I told you, the cell is the fundamental unit of life. Why it is called the fundamental unit of life? Because almost all the basic things of a human living body is done by the cell. All the structure and all the functions have to be takes place within the cell. So that's why it is called as the fundamental unit of life. How can we say that? How can we say that when a small minute cell will done everything? So have you heard the name of the division of labor? Division of labor. Have you heard this one name? Division of labor means the different parts of a body will specified for a special work, particular works. For example, a different body parts such as the hands to hold that, the legs have to walk, stomach to digest, the heart to pump, the lungs to breathe, and the kidney to excrete, the skin to protect. So like that one, different organs are fixed for different functions. So this is called as division of labor. So this division of labor is also takes place within the cell. How? We have to know about that cell. The cell having the three main parts. The outermost part is called as the cell membrane or cell wall. Okay. So we can say that one, it is a cell wall. And the darkest part of the cell, it is called as nucleus. And the lighter part of a cell is called as cytoplasm. So these are the general main parts of a cell. The outermost layer is called as cell wall. It is also called by cell membrane, and we will discuss in the later process. The center part of a cell which receives a dense color, the dark color, when we stain it absorbs the dark color. So that central part is called as nucleus, and the peripheral part which is receives a very light color, so that is called as cytoplasm. We have studied in that one previous class the protoplasm. This part is called as protoplasm. Why it is called protoplasm? Because the fluid part, cytoplasm, contains the number of parts of a cell within it. So the parts of a cell and the fluid cytoplasm both are together called as protoplasm. Understood everyone? So this the parts present within the cell, they are fixed for different functions. So many different parts of a cell is there, and each part so fixed for a different type of functions. So that's why the division of labor will takes place in that single cell also. What we are saying that when in multicellular organisms, in higher organisms, in different organs, so like the same functions will take place within the cell, because the cell is able to achieve their own functions, basic needs, basic functions, everything within itself. So that's why it is commonly called as the fundamental unit of life, because almost all the structure of a human living body and the functions of a living body will all take place within the cell. What type of functions? For example, transportation of materials within the body, the excretion of the waste particles out of the body, the receiving of the energy, transporting the energy, utilizing the energy. So these are the different type of functions which takes place within the cell. Understood everyone? And different type of organisms are contains different type of cells. For example, generally we cells are classified into two categories. One is a plant cell and another one is animal cell. Generally we are dividing, but within the single organism also, in multicellular organism, so different type of cells we can see. For example, we are having a heart, a special organism. The heart is made up of by different type of tissues, and the different type of tissues are made up of by different cells. And the muscles, what we are containing in our body, muscles. The muscles contains muscle cell. The nervous system is present, the brain, the spinal cord, the nerves. So they contains a different type of cell called as nerve cell. Understood? The reproductive cells are present in male reproductive cell called as sperm. The female reproductive cell is called as ovum. So like that, different type of cells are present within a single multicellular organism. Let me see one by one. Okay, so as I told you, within the multicellular organisms, different type of organs are present because they are made up of different type of cells, such as, so we can see, so the nervous system is present in our body, such as, which includes brain, nerves and spinal cord. So this nervous system is made up of by a specialized tissue cell called as nerve cell. It is also called as neuron. Understood? And then, so we are having a special muscles which helps to movement and for the locomotion. Understood? So with the help of the movements called contraction and relaxation. So this contraction and relaxation takes place with the help of this muscle cell. Then next, so we have a transportation system which includes that mainly blood. The blood is receiving and giving almost all the materials within the body. So that blood is also consists a cell called as blood cells. Understood? So in that one, white blood cells, red blood cells, and then platelets. So they are called as blood cells. Then next we can see that one. So our body is stored an excess amount of carbohydrates in the form of fat. So that fat consists of a cell is nothing but a fat cell. Understood? And then, so we are having a hard skeleton system in our body which helps for the rigid structure, strength, support and the protection of the internal organs. So that is called a skeleton system. So skeleton system includes the bones. So different type of bones are present within the body and these bones are made up of by bone cell. Understood? And as I told you, the animals are having the reproductive cells. So the male reproductive cell, particularly in that manner we are talking human beings. So the male reproductive cell is called as a sperm and the female reproductive cell is called as ovum or egg. So these are the different type of cells are present within the body of a multicellular organism and each cell are having their own different type of functions. Understand? So in our next class, we will study about the different parts of a cell, how the cell wall, around the cell wall, cell membrane is present, and what are the different parts are present in the part of cytoplasm, and what is nucleus, what are the functions of nucleus, everything we will study in details. Hope you understand. Thank you one and all.